It is no secret that Arsenal have made James Maddison their priority for this summer as they look to bring in a top quality attacking midfielder. And so today we will discuss a swap deal including a certain Maitland Niles. Also, what is Arsenal's interest in Tammy Abraham and what is the update on the Arsenal goalkeeping situation? Let's discuss in today's episode of the Transfers FC. Yo, what is going on, guys? My name is Babs14 and welcome back to your boys channel. You guys have been smashing the support recently, so as per, if you could smash a like on the video, and while you were down there, please do consider subscribing to the boys channel as we are less than 2k away from the big 50k. May I just say, it's absolute scenes, Jeff. But let's get straight into the transfer of James Maddison. Your boy loves to call him James, but in terms of James Maddison, the Leicester City playmaker, as broken by the reliable AFC Bell, Arsenal have made him the priority for the attacking midfield departments as they look to add a creative and goal-scoring threat to their team. Today, the UK source The Mail are reporting it is believed that at this stage, £50 million would not be enough to bring Leicester on the table for Maddison, but Arsenal could allow a French player such as winger Reiss Nelson to move in the opposite direction to sweeten the deal. And as your boy has always said, I do expect Arsenal to put an official offer for James Maddison on the table within the next few days. And it seems like Arsenal are now trying to make that happen. But this is where it gets even more interesting, as the Mail have also claimed that Maitland Niles is also available to help sweeten the deal. Arsenal are saying to Leicester City, if you want Reiss Nelson, if you want Maitland Niles, man like 50, they are all yours as long as you give us a certain James Maddison, and we will also give you a bit of cash on the table as well to sweeten the deal. And let's zone into Maitland Niles for a second, because as the reliable BBC Sport have reported today, Leicester, Southampton and Burnley are all interested in Maitland Niles. Could man like 50 hold the keys for Arsenal and James Maddison, because Leicester clearly have a long-term standing interest in the player? If memory serves me right, Leicester were in talks with Arsenal back in January for Maitland Niles, and they were trying to sign him on loan with the option to buy. So Leicester do have genuine interest in Maitland Niles that is confirmed by very reliable sources. And even the Times today claim that Arsenal are trying to sign James Maddison, and they are after the Leicester City attacking midfielder after being told that Martin Odegaard would stay at Real Madrid. And now this falls into the hands of Leicester City. Do they want the money in cash only, or are they willing to accept Maitland Niles plus a cheeky little fee of £50 million? In terms of Maddison himself, he's always been open to the move, as confirmed by the reliable, the goated AFC Bell. The Bell has also confirmed that Arsenal have put forward a 4-year contract worth £200,000 a week to Maddison. I mean, how can you say no to that, James Maddison? Now, I'm not going to come out and say that Arsenal will 110% sign James Maddison, but if we were to do so, it would be a gargantuan transfer for Arsenal. Make no mistake, we would be signing a player from a rival team in the Premier League, and so to take away one of their better players, one of their best players in James Maddison, it would be a low-key statement made by Arsenal Football Club. But the reason why your boy is just trying to hold in the excitement is because I understand how hard Leicester City can be to negotiate with. As your boy has seen in the past with transfers like Harry Maguire and Ben Chilwell, Leicester will hold out for the money. They've got their price tag. If we pay it, we get Maddison, but if we don't pay it, Leicester are a very, very stubborn club. The future of Maitland Niles could hold the key to the transfer of James Maddison. But hypothetically speaking, if Arsenal somehow do sign James Maddison, would it make Arsenal top 4 contenders going into next season? Moving on to Manuel Locatelli, Romeo Agresti of Goal Italia claims, the truth is that Juve does not have any money. Juventus are looking for a creative formula for Locatelli, so not to put it in their next financial year. It seems like to me Juventus can't put that money on the table. And then you've got Arsenal Football Club moving like Shane O'Mac out of WWE. Here comes the money is in the bank. But to be honest, I am starting to get very bored of the Manuel Locatelli talks. If he's going to Juventus, Arsenal need to move on to the other transfer targets, because signing a first team central midfielder needs to be a priority and obligation for Arsenal this summer. Not only are we losing a first team like Granit Xhaka, but we also need to find the perfect partner to maximise the strengths of Thomas Thomas Partey. Now, I'm not sure who that player is going to be, but Arsenal need to be swift, they need to be decisive and find that midfielder ASAP. TikTok, Mr. Edu, it is over to you. And talking about Granit Xhaka, Gianluca Di Marcio claims that Roma plans to finalise Xhaka's move to the Giallorossi from Arsenal in the next few days. We have been hearing the next few days for the last few months. But alas, with pre-season both starting for Arsenal and Roma, I think this deal is now finally going to get put to an end, and Roma are finally going to have to stump up the 20 million euros that Arsenal wants for Granit Xhaka. Jose Mourinho and AS Roma, you know the price tag, so pay the money and let us move on. Okay, then moving on, what is going on with Tammy Abraham? Tammy Abraham linked to a surprise transfer to our gargantuan Arsenal Football Club. What is this all about then? Well, Mr. Fabrizio Romano has said that Arsenal are currently not in advanced talks with Tammy Abraham. They are informed of the situation as they like him, but this is not an advanced deal with Chelsea yet. Chelsea are aware of Arsenal's interests, but have not received any official bid from Arsenal as of today. So Mr. Here We Go has now confirmed that Arsenal have genuine interest in Tammy Abraham. Now, initially reports dropped last night from Andy Dillon, as in an exclusive he claimed that Arsenal are set to beat Spurs and West Ham to Tammy Abraham loan, with the obligation to pay Chelsea £40 million for the permanent transfer. So you're telling me a loan with the obligation to buy worth £40 million for Tammy Abraham? Surprise, surprise, Arsenal hitting us with an RKO out of nowhere. The report also claims that Chelsea are prepared to let Tammy join Arsenal on loan to speed through a deal, and the Gunners are emerging as favourites in the three-way chase for the out-of-favour striker. Now, need I remind you, only a few days ago, the reliable Matt Law also confirmed that Arsenal have genuine interest in Tammy Abraham, and so quite clearly, Tammy is on Arsenal's list. Now, it has been known for quite a while that Arsenal do want a brand new centre-forward. With Lacazette potentially leaving and Aubameyang aging, Arsenal need a brand new young centre-forward. But why exactly have they zoned in on Chelsea's Tammy Abraham? Well, it seems like to me that Arsenal have focused in on bringing homegrown talent to the Emirates Stadium, and with Tammy Abraham being 23 years of age, in the peak of his powers and also an English international, he definitely does fit that quota. At 6'4", Tammy Abraham has the pace, the power and the physique and all the fundamentals naturally to become a very good centre forward in the next few years. And the season before last, where he was Chelsea's first team centre forward, he scored 15 goals in the Premier League. So by no means is your boy saying that Tammy Abraham is a bad player. It's just a matter of, is he the right player for Arsenal to kick on and progress and compete with the biggest and best teams in the Premier League? Your boy has already made it clear I would prefer to see Arsenal give a chance to Following Balogun, but if Lacazette is to leave, I can understand why Arsenal want to sell a forward, and Abraham does make low-key sense. But then again, your boy is still not 100% convinced. So talk to me about Tammy Abraham down below in the comments, your thoughts on the player, and would you be open to seeing Arsenal sign him this summer with a loan on an obligation to buy? Dutch source Telegraph claimed that Onana's transfer to Lyon is becoming very complicated. Ajax want 10 million euros, but Lyon do not want to go more than 3 million euros. It seems like to me Arsenal have put an end to their interest in Andre Onana, and ever since the news came in that Onana could only start playing in November and even training in October, unfortunately it seems like Arsenal have dropped their interest in this player. Your boy has always made it clear I am a massive fan of Onana and would have loved to have seen him at Arsenal, and if the fee is just 10 million euros, then surely it's worth taking the risk for Arsenal. And keeping it on the goalkeepers, TalkSport claimed that Arsenal are lining up a £30 million bid for Aaron Ramsdale. The Gunners have made Sheffield United's goalkeeper their top target ahead of West Brom's Sam Johnston. This is the same TalkSport that were claiming that Everton was set to be Arsenal for the signature of Ben White, clearly proving that they are an unreliable source. But regardless, these reports linking Arsenal for a transfer for Aaron Ramsdale simply won't go away. And yeah, Arsenal might see him as a perfect number 2, but for a fee of £30 million when Andre Onana is available for just 10, can I just ask, can I just say, Arsenal Football Club, what are you even thinking here? And in terms of Arsenal's current goalkeeper Bert Leno, Simon Collins has confirmed that he is due back at London Colney this week. It looks like Bert Leno is going to be Arsenal's first team goalkeeper going into next season, as apart from Andre Onana, there really isn't any other real good targets on the market available. But is there a goalkeeper that you still want to see Arsenal sign, and if so, who is that player? Let me know down below. And moving on to the other Arsenal news today. First things first, photos have been leaked of Arsenal's newest garments for next season in terms of our third kit. As you can see, this is Arsenal's third kit for the brand new season. A lot of designs, a lot of patterns, and Adidas at it again with a pretty unique design. And your boy's opinion, I don't really hate the kit, but at the same time I'm not really in love with it either. So as per, rate the Arsenal third kit for the season out of 10 down below in the comments. Reports have come out of Greece claiming that talks are ongoing between Arsenal and Olympiacos for Reiss Nelson to join on loan. Nelson's preference would be to join a more competitive league, but he respects the Greek club and their campaign in Europe. With all due respect, it's a massive big fat no for me. If he is to go out on loan, I would much rather see Reiss Nelson go to a Premier League club instead, and for me, Patrick Vieira's Crystal Palace has Reiss Nelson's name written all over it. And finally, switching it to the NBA, I want to give a massive shout out to Arsenal fan Giannis Antetokounmpo, who helped the Milwaukee Bucks win their first NBA title in many years, and was also the NBA Finals MVP. A fan of our gargantuan institution Arsenal Football Club, Giannis Antetokounmpo, congrats mi amigo, as there's nothing better to see than Arsenal fans succeeding in their lives. But how many NBA fans are currently watching this video, and if so, what NBA team do you support? And that is the video there. If you have enjoyed, make sure to smash a like on the video, and while you're down there, please do consider subscribing to your boy's channel. If you want to follow your boy on them social medias, the links will be down below in the description. But that was the latest episode of the Transfers FC, and in terms of Arsenal, it's James Maddison, Maitland Niles. Is it swap deal city? We're gonna see, and I'll see you guys soon in a bit.